A woman just dripped a drop of blood on the jade pendant. The next second she found herself in a mysterious space. Before she could react, the system informed her that she had obtained an automatic one-click farming system and even pure natural pollution-free spirit water. At this moment, she realized she had awakened the ability of the mysterious space. So when her family wasn't around, she secretly entered her father's secret room. Sure enough, there were many high-end wines inside, big yellow fish and big yellow robes. Without hesitation, the woman immediately put all these treasures into her space. Then she dragged a hammer to her scheming sister's door and smashed it down with all her strength. After smashing it 81 times, the door finally broke open. She found a savings book inside. 9,000 yuan. This beloved character is really popular, isn't she? All these years, she saved up 9,000 yuan in pocket money. Furious, she then went to the kitchen and put all the pots, pans, cooking oil, rice, flour, and other items into her space. The reason why the woman did this was because she was a time traveler. The original owner was a daughter of a capitalist but disliked her silent and unromantic military officer fiancé and worried about the lack of supplies on the island and the harsh life, so she kept delaying the marriage. However, she never expected that the Jiang family would be the target of the next round of cleanup. In order to take over all his assets, her father and stepmother tricked him into going to the countryside and killed him in a desolate place. Then they fled with the Jiang family's 100-year-old assets. Perhaps heaven also felt sorry for the woman's situation, so a top student from the 21st century was reincarnated into her body. When her father and stepmother came again to urge the woman to let her sister take over her job, she, as a top student from the 21st century, wouldn't indulge them like the original. She directly walked over and opened the door. Without saying a word, she slapped the stepmother hard. Seeing her father about to get angry on behalf of the stepmother, the woman immediately pulled out the last words of her mother after her death to calm his anger. Her father had no choice but to give up. However, at the dinner table, her father still kept nagging her to transfer her job to her sister and asked her to go to the countryside to avoid the storm, because the next batch of capitalists to be cleaned up by the government included the Jiang family. Since they were so eager to take over the family assets, the woman decided to play along and let them reap what they sowed. Then she proposed 3 demands to them. First, she asked her father to get back the jade pendant with the power of the space. Second, she got a 10,000 yuan deposit. Third, she made him sign a dissolution agreement. It must be completely cut off, so that the risk of being a capitalist would be borne by me alone. If someone comes to cause trouble and the Zhao teacher investigates, that's fine. After doing all this, the woman returned to her room and activated the mysterious space by dripping blood on the jade pendant. After her father and stepmother went on a business trip, the scene at the beginning of the video appeared. To be self-sufficient in the countryside, the woman went to the store and bought a lot of kitchenware. With these utensils, she still needed some crops and small fish and shrimp, so she went to the agricultural supply store to stock up. After everything was prepared, just like in the novel, on that day, the stepmother actually called some hooligans to steal the woman's money. The 10,000 yuan given away would naturally return to her own pocket. The woman would be starved to death within 3 days after going to the countryside, but they didn't know that the woman had already seen the end of the story. When